Hello everyone, welcome to Lajagruti YouTube channel. In this video, I will be explaining you the procedure of filing an RTA application online. The explanation will be in English language. This is for the people who are viewing this channel for the first time. If you are watching this channel for the first time, kindly go through my previous video in which I have explained the basics regarding the RTA Act and also the procedure of drafting an RTA application. I am providing the link of my previous video in cards as well as in the description box. Kindly watch my previous video. Step 1. Kindly visit the website rtaonline.gov.in. Note: this portal rtaonline.gov.in is exclusively meant for the public authorities under the central government only. I am providing the link of this website in the description box. Once you click on this link rtaonline.gov.in, you will be seeing this interface. Before proceeding with the explanation of all these columns, I just want to clarify two things. Firstly, you can select the language wherein you can select that Hindi language so that the whole website will be converted to Hindi. Otherwise, you can click on this English language. For the purpose of explanation, I am clicking on this English language so that the whole website will be available in English language. Before proceeding to the submission of RTA application, I just suggest you to click on this link, list of public authorities available. If you click on this link, you can see the list of public authorities available in the portal stating that 2383. This means that totally 2383 public authorities are available in this portal in which you can submit your RTA application. They have clearly differentiated according to the departments. For example, if I am taking Department of Commerce, they have given the public authorities named Coffee Board, Cochin Special Economic Zone, etc. You can check this public authorities before submitting your RTA application. Right now I am moving on to this thing. For submission of online RTA application, I am clicking on this link, submit request. If you click on this link, you will be seeing this page stating that guidelines for the usage of this online RTA portal. They will give you certain guidelines stating that the fields marked with red star are mandatory. The text of the application may be written at the prescribed column, like that. You have to go through all these guidelines and then you have to press this tick box. I have read and understood the above guidelines, and then you have to click on submit button. Once you click on the submit button, you will be seeing this page stating that online RTA request form. See this first column wherein they have clearly given that search public authority. You can search your public authority here. For example, I am searching Department of Administrative Reforms and PG. If you search your public authority here, these two columns will be filled automatically. If you are not satisfied with this, you can check your department here also. For example, I am searching Department of Biotechnology here. If you click on this link, they will ask you to select your public authority here. For example, I am searching Indian Vaccines Corporation Limited. Okay. So the first column is filled. The public authority details are completed. Now I am moving on to the personal details of the RTA applicant. Wherein they will be asking you the name of the applicant, the gender of the applicant, the address of the applicant, and the next section is PIN code. Generally, PIN code is not mandatory, but it is advised to give your PIN code. Okay, and then they will be asking you to select your country, obviously India, and then they will be asking you to select your state. For example, if you belong to Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Goa, Gujarat, etc. I am selecting Delhi. What is your status? They will be asking you, are you living in your rural area or urban area? I am selecting urban. And then they will be asking you your educational status. All these are not mandatory. See, the things which are marked in red star are mandatory. This is according to your wish. If you want to give your details, you can give it here. Otherwise, you can skip this thing. Right now, I am giving literate. If you click on this literate, they will give you the following subsections, wherein they will be asking you below 12th standard pass, graduate, above graduate. I am selecting 12th standard pass, and then they will be asking your phone number and mobile number. This can be same or different. This is necessary for receiving your SMS alerts regarding your RT application. I am giving some number something, and then they will ask you to give your email ID so as to receive the details regarding your RT application, and also you have to confirm your email ID, and then they will be asking your citizenship. You have to select Indian, And then this is the most important part of this online RTA application. They will be asking you, is that applicant below, is the applicant belongs to below poverty line. You have to select, you will be given two options, you have to select between yes or no. If you select this option yes, they'll be asking you that your BPL card number, which means that below poverty line card number, you have to give your card number details, year of issue, and then issuing authority. Okay, if you are a person not belonging to below poverty line, you have to click on no. If you click on no, in which see here, they have clearly given that you are required to pay the RTA fee of 10 rupees. Only 10 rupees is the required fee for filing an RTA application. And also, this is the text for RTA application. This is the text wherein you will be typing your RTA application grievance or something. Like in my previous video, I have stated the procedure of drafting an RTA application. You have to copy that and paste it here in the text for requesting RTA application. One more thing which is to be noted is that the RTA request application is only supported up to 3000 characters. If your application request is more than 3000 characters, it will be it can be uploaded to the supporting document. Okay, it can be uploaded to the supporting document through the PDF format by choosing your file here. And then at last you have to click on this enter security code. You have to click on your this security code given here 458703, and then you have to click on this thing, make payment. Right now I am not proceeding to the payment page. You will be going to the payment page if you once you click on this make payment button, wherein you will be directed with the payment page. You can pay your required RTA application fee of 10 rupees through SBI card, or otherwise you can pay it through debit or credit cards. Okay, this column is finished. I have explained you the submission of RTA application. Now I am moving on to this thing, submit first appeal. If you click on this link, you will be seeing the similar guidelines of RTA portal. You have to click on this thing. I have read and understood the above guidelines. You have to click on submit button. Okay, in which they will be asking you RTA request registration number. They will be asking your email ID, enter the security code which is given here. Right now, once you submit that request, they will be giving you the RTA request registration number along with your email, and also you can take a printout of that acknowledgement. Okay, this RTA first appeal form can be filed if under some circumstances, likely that if you are not satisfied with the reply given by the prescribed public authority, or if the time limit has exceeded, or if you are not satisfied with the details provided by them, etc., something like that, you can request for first appeal. This is the first appeal to your RTA application which is submitted by you. And then if you click on this security code, you will be proceeded to the next page. Okay, after that, see, for this RTA first appeal, there is no prescribed fee for filing this RTA appeal. And then the next column is view status. This view status means that you can check the status of your RTA application. You have to enter your registration number which will be given at the end of the submission of your RTA application at the first stage. You have to enter your email ID, you have to enter your security code. Okay, you can check your status here. The status can be as follows. It will be shown that pending, or it will be showing as returned, or in some circumstances the public authority will be asking you to provide the additional money for taking out the documents, for scanning them or for sending you. They will be asking you some additional money, wherein it will be shown in your RTA status form. Okay, and then you can click your history here. If you click on this thing, you can enter your email ID, you can enter your mobile number, and you can enter your security code, and then you can see the history of your account. Okay, you can see that how many RTA applications you have failed, how many RTA appeals you have failed, how many are pending, how many are disposed of, how many returned, etc., details like that. And then the last two columns is user manual. This whole explanation which I have explained will be available here in the text format which is given in the website itself. use your user manual, you can see the details of this website here. And at last they have given the FAQ, frequently asked questions. You can check all this here. They have given the frequently asked request, like how do I make the payment, what should I do if the portal is not allowing me to file the first appeal, like that. Okay, all these will be available in the rtionline.gov.in. That's all guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.